Hey guys, welcome back to the Rookie Talks podcast. My name is Healy.
My name's Cooper.
Let's go, baby.
Hey, all right, we're back here for another episode. We got Bocko on, man. How's it going, bro?
Good boys. How we all doing?
Yeah,
we're
pretty
doing
crazy.
well.
Coops and I are separated today. He's on the Sunshine Coast and I'm stuck in Brizzy, so that's why we got the three people Zoom call going on.
Yeah.
We are here with Bocko. Tell us a bit about yourself, mate.
My name's Louis or Bocko. Bocko6 from Instagram, obviously. I make schoolboy rugby videos, so I find schoolboy kids like highlights and stuff. Put like cool videos together for them, and just to help promote them and get the schoolboy rugby comp a bit more well known and promoted a bit. So I'm 19. I'm from Sydney. I didn't go to a private school or anything like that. I never played rugby union at school, but the comp always just interests me, and yeah, just got into making videos for them. So
Yeah, just love making videos.
yeah, a bit of a passion for it. I grew up like just doing it from when I was about 8 years old. I think I picked up how to use Windows Movie Maker. I don't know if you boys ever played around with it or anything like that.
Yeah.
At school, like they used to tell us, like iMovie and all that. But yeah, when I was 8, I used to play Club Penguin a lot, and we used to do like these little music videos on Club Penguin. So I used to talk to a few people on there, and they'd give me like tips and stuff like that. So I started from that. And
Are you back into playing Club Penguin now that it's back on?
Nah, I don't think so, mate. Did too old for that one, but
You said you didn't. You said you didn't play rugby at school. You didn't go to a private school, is that right?
Yeah, I didn't play rugby union, so I came from a rugby league school. Well, it wasn't even like a rugby league school. We just had rugby league at school.
Just had rugby, yeah.
Yeah, I never grew up in the GPS comp or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know what really got me into it. So I was playing rugby league. I was playing second row lock. Back end of I finished in 2018, but before that I was playing in year 7, and I tore my Achilles. So after that, I was never really the same. Yeah, I took a year off.
That's the kiss of death injury, isn't it?
Mate, it's a killer after that. I didn't really
scary.
I didn't do my rehab or anything like that properly. So it's like learning how to walk again, man. It's one of the most difficult things. But yeah, I still tried to pick it up a little bit. I played under 15s at Carlingford Cougars, which is a team in Sydney, and then I played school footy last year in year 12. But I'm finished now, obviously. And that was my last game, so I haven't gone back since. I don't know if I'll go back and play. It'd probably be a bit too hard to pick it up again, but yeah.
Nice. We see like you got 36,000 followers on Instagram or something like that.
Yeah.
Did you sort of just start making videos and just post it up and suddenly it just grew, or did something happen?
Well, I started just doing YouTube videos at first. So back in 2016, I started making rugby league videos of like NRL. So my first video was like a Greg Inglis highlights compilation or something like that. Yeah. So I used to love watching them in class with my mates and stuff like that. So I did that just because I wanted to give it a go. And there used to be a page on Facebook, Everything Rugby League. I don't know if you boys have heard of that one, but I used to send my videos into them and they'd share it. So it was like I was getting a bit of traction off that, and then my YouTube channel started getting big. And anyway, one day this kid commented on my video, JP6. I don't know if you boys remember him, Jake. He was a good mate of mine. He commented, he said, "Why don't you make an Instagram page?" And I didn't think much of it. I was like, who's really putting rugby videos on Instagram? People watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
So, I just started making little 30-second videos of like Greg Inglis intercept or something like that. And, it started taking off. It took off a fair bit. And I got to about 10,000 followers. I was like, far out. Right. It's getting
sweet.
Pretty serious. And one day this bloke contacted me. I got a message in my inbox, and he's like, "Oh, what's your email?" I didn't think much of it. I was like, I just gave him my email. And then like a week later, I get an email from this bloke from the NRL, Reece Carter, and he says, we'd like to get you to do some work experience for us. I was sweet,
Bro, that's
but the NRL's just hit you up. The NRL sort of
So I did it had the thing at the bottom, so like, and it was R Carter at NRL or something like that. So like the email was like legit. Like I was like, far out. I was frothing. Like
bro, 100%. Especially being 19.
Well, I was 16, man. I was still at school when I got
What?
Yeah. I'll never forget. when I got the email, man, I read it out. I was in business studies, and like all my mates were there. And I started like reading the email out because I was wigging out a bit. And then my teacher got the shits at me and kicked me out of the classroom. So I was sitting outside for a bit, but yeah, sucks for her now.
And so what did they have you doing for like work experience?
Yeah, so when he sent that email, I didn't hear from him for another month. So he sent it in about early February, and I heard from him like late March or like early March.
Yeah.
Sometime in March, I don't know. But yeah, the first video I did was like just a promo video for a Roosters Rabbitohs, just the game, like round 1 kickoff or something. So just like a little hype up video for that. And yeah, after I did that video, man, he just kept sending them like every week. I do just little packages. Like if Benji Marshall played his 300th game, I'd put together a little video package for that. Yeah. And yeah, they just really liked it. And so the work experience lasted about a year. And then after that, they said, well, because you're still in school, like I was still in year 11 at the time, they said, we'll put you on as a casual. And then after that, you know, who knows what will happen. But I stuck at it as a casual. And then, yeah, I was doing casual work for 2 years at the NRL. So work experience 1, casual 2. And now they put me on full-time in November, which is sweet. So full-time at the NRL now. Well, not at the moment. I'm on annual leave because of coronavirus.
Because of coronavirus, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's how it all kicked off, man. So I got my gig at NRL through my Instagram page, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's just building a business out of Instagram. That's kind of what we're trying to do, just with shirts instead, I guess.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You just keep at it I just kept posting on it, man. Like not every day, maybe every second day if I couldn't.
Yep.
But yeah, you just keep posting on it, and I think it took me about 6 months, I'd say, until it really started to sort of build itself.
Yep.
And that's when I just noticed like I was getting followers without posting, or, you know, like obviously still need to post, but it just sort of, people share your content, they start to recognize it, and it's got its own feel to it. So I think about 6 months, and then that's when I think you get to about 2,000 followers. And after that, it kind of helps build itself.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Man, congrats on that all, bro. That's a pretty cool introduction on how you got into it, though. Because I remember like watching it when you first started, like when you were like, I don't know how young you were, but I remember seeing like a year or two ago, like watching your videos. Yeah, I didn't realize you were like 19. Like, it's sick, bro.
Yeah, I would have still been at school.
Yeah, I think that's the first video I saw. There's a couple of boys. I only saw them recently. A couple of boys from Downlands who I've played footy with.
Oh yeah.
Like Alec McKay jumping over the fullback.
Oh yeah.
And Matt Greeley as well, bro. So that's sort of when I first saw your videos. But they're pretty sick, hey? Like just 30 seconds long and just puts in a pretty.
Yeah, that's mad. What's the story behind the Alec McKay? Do you know? Were you playing in that game? Or?
Nah, so I never went to Downlands. I've played with him like through rep footy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But I've heard stories. Apparently, I play with a few boys from Downlands now. Apparently, he reckons he had a dream about it the night before. So, for anyone listening, so Alex, a boy from Downlands, he's in grade 12 this year. Always been a big unit, and just had a massive breakout year with rugby last year. And there's a video of him playing some Brisbane school or something like that. And he makes a break off the kickoff, and then he's running up and he just hurdles the fullback. The fullback just goes to his legs and he just hurdles it. So, anyway, so
good.
They're talking. So, yeah, he reckons he just had a dream about the night before, caught the ball off the kickoff, just bumped some kids, and
no way.
Team ahead and just decided to jump over this guy. He's a massive fella to just clean.
Yeah, I was thinking he's a forward, and there's a mad photo of it as well. I'm pretty sure someone sent it to me because someone sent me that video. I think it might have been him. And he's like, "Look what happened in my game on the weekend." I was watching it. I was like, "Fuck, no way! This kid got away with jumping over fullback like that. Like it's a proper. That's the shit. Like a hurdle.
That's like what you see in the NFL, man. Like people do that. He just like jumped over in the middle of a rugby game.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine the fullback too, just like tackling nothing into the air, just falling. Bro, I just couldn't.
Bro, imagine if he didn't go low, bro. He would have got a boot to the face.
Oh, true, yeah.
No, that's sweet as. All right, Keeps, you want to keep us going there?
Yeah, we're fine with some questions. I'm actually interested. You've kind of already told us, but like about how you ate. But I want to know like how you actually got into video editing, and like who was someone you looked up to when you first started, or if you wasn't someone you looked up to, really like, was it just an open window for opportunity and you just took it?
Yeah, well, I guess I wouldn't really say there was anyone in particular I looked up to. I used to just watch on YouTube all the time for like inspiration and stuff like that. But yeah, when I was 8, I think I just sort of picked it up because I had friends doing it. Or just like older people I knew, they were just making videos, and I just want to be a part of it. It's like a little community.
Yeah.
And then yeah, after that, after the Club Penguin thing, I started to do like Nerf gun videos. Like I don't know if you guys watch them on YouTube and stuff either, but I had a million Nerf guns, man. I had about 20 Nerf guns, I reckon.
Did the videos take off?
Nah, they never blew up
Right.
or anything like that. But I'd just get them. I'd have like 2 mates over or something like that. We'd get the Nerf guns, and I'd get my sister to film it on a little, like an old school handy cam. And we'd have like little Nerf wars and stuff like that. So that sort of got me into filming. I used to watch this kid on YouTube, like CA Cox 97 or something like that. He did the same thing. And I was like, I always watch these guys, and I was like, well, if they can do it, like I can do it. That was kind of the mentality I had.
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah, there wasn't like one in particular inspiration. I've had a lot of people that have taught me a lot of stuff. There's this guy at NRL, Dave Kennedy. He's a gun videographer. He's good at filming and all that, but he's pretty much taught me a lot that I've known filming wise. Most of the editing's all self-taught, just through YouTube tutorials or something like that. But Dave's someone I really like look up to. If I want to get advice on how to film a shot or B-roll or something like that, I'll go speak to him on how to get better. But yeah, no one like in particular I can really say about the whole editing. I sort of just wanted to get into it because I like I said, if I saw someone else do it, I'd say, well, if they can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
And
that's
you
cool,
just did it better than them anyway.
Oh, yeah, that was the thought process.
Legit.
Tried to. Yeah.
And when you started, would you just like get footage of like someone else, or would you like want to actually, do you like the video inside and then doing the whole process, or do you get footage from other people that send it through?
Yeah, I mainly started, when I first started off, it was just I grabbed the footage of other people, but now more so I want to get into filming and stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm learning that side of things. I haven't filmed much rugby yet. I was filming for Junior Kangaroos, but that was like last October. That was cool, but that was like my main sort of thing that I filmed. I wanted to do a lot of it this year for the GPS comp in Sydney, but obviously it's all cancelled at the moment. But yeah, I just get the vision off other blokes. I think there's a few guys in Brisbane that are really good. There's Jamie Kosh, I think at is it Ipswich Grammar? I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few more. Alex Walker, I think. Ralph Noggard. Yeah. So.
Oh yes, I've heard of them. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So I'll get a lot of it off them, and they're usually cool with it, man. Like most of I talk to them a fair bit, and yeah, they're all pretty cool with me using their vision, like remixing it. As long as you put like credit at the bottom or something like that.
Nah, it's good for the game to keep it circulating, honestly.
Yeah. I feel like I'd want the sort of high school comp to be like what the college game is in America. I think it's got that potential at the moment, but it just hasn't really taken off because
it's actually good, eh?
Yeah, the whole
it's
school.
So good.
It, but yeah, I think it's got the potential to be something similar if they had like a draft or something like that. Yeah, I don't know how you'd go about it to make it more like that, but
probably Super Rugby would have to pick up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah,
you gotta make what they're going into a bit more exciting. But yeah, the high school footy's insane because they do a lot of that stuff. It's the season. And
that's what I was about to talk about.
They followed Nudgy around. I think they're doing BBC this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. I had some guy email me recently. I have to go back over it, but he sent me a clip, and I think he's helping with the season or something like that. Have you boys watched it?
Yeah, I've watched a few of the episodes. Hey,
I've seen the
really
Nudgy
like
one,
it.
not the BBC.
Yeah, the BBC one is just as good as the Nudgy one, if not more. Like it's really in depth. Like it's crazy how much how in depth they go, and actually talking like to the players one on one is really cool. Like the interviews they do is like really personal, and they're like building these players up, like they're building them a profile, so like they can get noticed more as well. It's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's a cool concept. I saw they went over to New Zealand as well, and they were with some of the New Zealand schools, I'm pretty sure, and that like the whole school's doing the haka and stuff like that. It's pretty mean. But I think that's a great idea, having sort of like a documentary series like that. I'd love to see that expand more into like the Super Rugby scene or even like the NRL scene, like following those players from schoolboys into what they're going to become afterwards. So
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential there with it, but yeah, the schoolboy scene excites me a lot just because of how much potential it's got to grow. So I feel like what I'm doing with my Instagram page, I think that's kind of helping in a way. But it also encourages other people to do the same. So I've seen a lot of people start doing their own schoolboy videos now, which is like it's pretty good. It's cool, like seeing the game get promoted more. So
yeah, for sure, bro. On Instagram, it's just fucking easier. As you're scrolling through, you watch a 30-second video, and like have that come up like 3 or 4 times a week, rather than having to go onto YouTube and you watch one come out every month or something. So
yeah,
I think Instagram's a sick way to go about it.
Yeah, it's easy to consume, and so many people are just looking at it's Instagram over. Yeah, like
for me, like whenever I have spare time, I just have to scroll through Instagram. See one of your videos come up. Like I'm not going to go onto YouTube and check that like while I'm waiting for a bus or something.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, it's more instant. Yeah, that's why I think TikTok's a massive platform at the moment. A lot of people just go on that because it takes up the whole screen, and also it loads quick. Like as soon as you scroll down, you're looking right at the video. So I think TikTok's probably another great platform that's
massive.
Going to be like,
it's so easy to share with people as well. Like with all the Instagram things, it's so easy to share with your friends or like on your story. Like it's crazy how much publicity you can get.
Massive market for TikTok. We've been trying to do some TikTok stuff, but it's just I'm being a bit lazy with it. It's a bit hard to get going. It's not sort of in that flow. Like you'll go Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. But like TikTok's never really been part of that. So
they weren't established. Yeah, they're sort of just establishing now. Like TikTok's, you sort of keep it in the folder with all your social stuff now, and it's just like it's there whenever you want to use it. So
but there's definitely a market there. Like songwriters, like musicians and stuff, are trying to get their songs like dances made to their songs, so they take off. So it makes sense. Like there's something there.
Yeah, we've had
tapping into it now. So his little Tusi slide, or
I
think that was like based on I think TikTok dancers made it up or something like that. So it's taken off a lot. The artists and stuff like that.
Yeah, we've had people like jump in our DMs asking us to rock the shirts on TikTok, and they're like, "Tell how many followers they have on TikTok, bro." I'm just like, "What?" Like they're like, "Yeah, we'll do dances and stuff and like make videos on TikTok for you, like just for your clothing." Yeah.
Wow.
It's just like and that was quick too. That was like just that started getting in the game. Like crazy how quickly people jump on. Like it's cool. It's funny to see like all the NRL boys jump on the TikToks as well.
Yeah, they all have good ones, eh?
Yeah.
Who's your boy's favourite? Who you like the most out of all the?
Oh, I love Corey Norman's Tusi slide.
Hey,
that was good.
Talk about scucks, bro. Like,
he's killing it.
What was the other one? Coops shared Jarrell Yaoye's little TikTok he was doing the other day.
Yeah, and Dylan Brown, Bags.
Bags.
I love Dylan Brown stuff, man. All the stuff he's putting on his Instagram story. The bloke's actually funny. Like he's
a crack up, eh? I didn't even know like till recently, and then he just like started popping up. Yeah, he's sick, eh? I like watching his stuff.
And there's always like Ponga dancing. He's always dancing on there.
Yeah. Now, it's good to see some of the boys using it and getting around it. All the fans get on it as well after they're on there. So
yeah, that's true. Eh?
Yeah.
Just quickly, with the talent promoting thing, is that just like when you say like when you're picking up new people, like new up and comers, with the talent promoting? What does that actually like entail? Like,
I guess just like promoting who they are. You know what I mean? Like if just like sharing their highlights and promoting like this is a player, say for Brisbane Boys College or something like that. So I guess it's just giving them more publicity and more exposure to the public.
Yeah. How do you actually find how do you find new players? Like what's the quickest, like what's the normal way that you find new players?
I get a lot of kids just message me and just say like, can you do a video on like, for example, Floyd Aubrey? Like it'd just be kids that go to his school, maybe like Morris Ashgrove, and they'd be like, can you do a video on Floyd Aubrey? I'll be like, okay, I'll look up his highlights. See, he's got cool highlights. But yeah, I get a lot of kids just message, and even like just for themselves, they'll be like, can you make a highlights reel on me? So I guess that's kind of working itself at the moment. I never really did it at first because it was just NRL videos. But when I started doing the schoolboy stuff, it sort of just picked itself up. And kids
Yeah,
started,
dude.
yeah.
So
Well, I
many
know
people love to see
personally.
it.
Yeah, I know personally. I'd love watching like the schoolboy footy and like schoolboy footy, schoolboy highlights. So the GPS stuff, like the Queensland GPS stuff. I reckon I'd rather watch that half the time than watch Super Rugby.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are sort of the same with that, and that's why they like, love the highlights as well.
Yeah, it's more exciting game, man, because these kids are just hungry they want to get into clubs and they want to get into, playing for the Wallabies or something like that. So they're hungry on the field, man. It's explosive. It's more exciting to watch.
And there's so much passion behind it. Like you got like Nudgy Terrace, Toowoomba Grammar Downlands, like
yeah,
they're pretty sweet.
Yeah, exciting stuff.
All right, I don't know. You haven't touched on it. Your favorite comp, Schoolboys NRL, which is your favorite to sort of grab videos from?
Yeah, I think the comp in Sydney, the GPS comp down here, it's pretty exciting, especially like Joey's and Riverview. They're very like rugby focused schools, so there's a lot of talent coming out of both those schools. I also think I think the Queensland comp is probably a bit stronger. I'll get a lot of people up my neck for that, but watching like Nudgee College, man, last year, some of the talent they had in that team.
Yeah.
And Brisbane Boys College as well. Like they had like Xavier Savage. That kid's freaky, man. Like
legit. He's quick.
But yeah,
and even I feel like you even see like at schoolboy competitions and stuff like that, Queensland's usually quite dominant in them as well. I think the Nationals this year might not be right here, but it was a Queensland New South Wales final. But I think Queensland also had a team playing in the third and fourth playoff as well.
Oh yeah, right.
So they're pretty good sides.
Yeah. I think the talent in Brisbane is probably better at the moment. In the past, I'd say Sydney, but I'm excited about the GPS comp up in Queensland, especially when you got talent like previously like Kalen Ponga coming out of there, Brody Croft, Jaden Sewer, I think. There's a few other boys, but
Rajan now.
Yeah,
Rajan
exactly.
Pastel,
Yeah, he's killing it, man. I love seeing what he's doing. He's at Brumbies, I think.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So pretty excited. I got a few messages to do him when he was first sort of taking off. So yeah, he's definitely a popular one that I was working on.
Do you have any just from what you've seen? Do you have any top picks as the young guns coming through? Like your favorite?
Yeah, I can do like a top 3 maybe. Number 1, I reckon probably Joseph Suwali. I don't know if you boys have heard of him. He's coming out of Kings in Sydney, but he was playing first 15 in year 8 or year 9 or something ridiculous like that. The kid's massive, but he's just one of those once in a generation like athletes.
Yep.
The kid's playing like basketball, rugby.
What position does he play?
He was a fullback, but I think he's playing wing in year 9 or something like that. But he's playing fullback now. Yeah.
So he's just one of those guys who are good at everything.
Yeah, man, he's a freak.
Absolute athlete.
There's basketball highlights of him. He's just a genetic freak, but he's so humble as well. Like playing first 15 rugby in year 8 or year 9 or whatever it was.
That's crazy.
To keep your head together and like stay humble. Like I got respect for that. So he's exciting. He's he's at South Sydney at the moment. I think he's playing for the Rabbitohs in their junior team. So he's an exciting one to keep an eye on. The other one was Xavier Savage.
Yep.
I touched on him a bit before.
Mm-hmm.
He's just quick, man. He's like lightning fast, the kid. I think he's down at Canberra or something like that, the Raiders. So you see a bit of a trend, with some of these union boys that they go to play rugby league. Like
they get picked up so quickly from rugby league clubs.
Yeah, it's not.
They choose rugby league 100%. Just the publicity it gets, honestly.
Yeah. Do you boys reckon it's because they grow up as fans of rugby league, or?
Yeah. It's just like everywhere, all on their faces, just rugby league's way over rugby union in any sense.
Yeah. It's like I just don't feel like rugby union is doing enough really to like keep these boys in the comp or anything like that. Like they're not really retaining their junior talent, which is probably a reason why they're sort of falling off a bit. But there's there's so much potential there to retain them.
Honestly,
I'm an NRL fan, so obviously it's great seeing them come through. But Xavier and Joseph are both at NRL teams, so it's exciting to be able to see them come through and start to play in the NRL eventually.
Well, especially if they So say they get picked up, right, and they all go to NRL. You want to see them play against each other or like play on the same team.
Yeah.
It's basically like, that's just what you want to see, and they all just keep going and congregating in NRL. It's honestly just gonna take off, and rugby union's gonna get left behind.
Yeah. It's sort of happening already a little bit. You sort of you can sort of see like Super Rugby's not getting as many fans or whatnot, but yeah, I don't want to keep bagging them out.
Oh man, we've covered that in some of our other podcasts. Super Rugby. We had Jackson on last week, and he pretty much said the same thing. Super Rugby's struggling, so
yeah. Well, I think they need to focus more on sort of the junior talent and just like retaining it, because that's where most of the excitement is at the moment. And I want to see these kids like Joseph and Xavier. I want to see them, playing for the Wallabies one day, or like the kids in New Zealand playing for the All Blacks. But I want to hear about them at school first, and then when they get to Super Rugby or to the Wallabies, I want to see them playing there. So it's like, I heard about that kid before he was playing for the Wallabies. Yeah. But instead, NRL snatching up all the talent.
Yeah.
I reckon it's got to be a lot more appealing going to play NRL than rugby union.
Yeah.
Because you look at even like the crowds, the options of Origin and stuff like that compared to what the Super Rugby gets. If you're sort of sitting on the fence, or that they're sort of offering you similar money, you'd probably go NRL anyway. Hey.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're growing up on the game, it makes sense to sort of pick that. But those two boys, Xavier Savage and Joseph Suwali, I'd look out for. And then last one I'd say is Sam Walker. You boys probably
definitely.
Yeah,
he's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man, I think he's moved down to Sydney now, and he's playing for the Roosters or something like that. But
he's another one playing league now.
You see photos of the Roosters boys over in England on their tour, and Sam's like in half the photos. So, like, to see him before that sort of happens, it's pretty exciting.
Bro, he got picked up so early. I remember reading about him like ages ago. He got picked up so early, and like they were all pumped to see him get through. Like when he's able to play, like they've been waiting for him to like be able to play for like a while.
Yeah.
How young was he, Cooper? Do you know?
Like I'm pretty sure he was like 15 when he like got heaps of offers.
Yeah.
That's
like
crazy,
15,
hey.
Like
that too,
like so young, bro.
That happens
and, like,
a fair
everyone
bit,
wanted him.
hey. That happens a fair bit with like NRL. Like rugby league players getting picked up at young ages. Like you hear of people getting signed at like 14, 15, 16. Man, that's crazy. Like especially you think, maybe they're good because of their size, and then everyone else starts growing. But it always seems to come through for them. It's pretty.
Yeah. They stay pretty level-headed as well. I feel like a lot of the boys are quite humble. Like,
they are.
Especially after getting picked up so early. I mean, you get like a big head, but I mean, Sam seems so chill. Like, especially a lot of people like tipping him to replace Cooper Cronk. I mean, the expectations on the kid to do that would be insane, but he seems like composed, and I'm excited to see him play. Like, I think he's playing next year. He'll be 18 or maybe he could probably even play this year. But
that's crazy, man. He's 18. Hey,
yes. Ridiculous stuff. And getting signed on a contract already and getting taken to England. It's big expectations, but that's it's exciting to see him. Just a kid out of Ipswich Grammar.
That's why everyone likes watching the games. Honestly, that's why everyone likes watching it. Watching all the young guns come through from footy that have been watching for so long, seeing all their highlights from high school and go straight into NRL top grade. Like that's people's like dreams coming into reality. It's sick to see.
Yeah, exciting stuff. So I'd go those three boys: Suwali, Savage, and Sam Walker.
Hey, look out for them. Look out for them for sure.
That's sweet as. We'll tag him in the podcast, Cooper.
Yeah, hey, I will.
Get him on it.
Bocko plugged him.
Bocko plugged him.
Man. They'll jump on, I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be sweet, man. We'll see. We'll send it to them and see what they reckon. All right. So, Cooper, you got a few questions that you wanted to ask him still?
Yeah. Actually, I was really interested about how you said, NRL got you on. Like, what was like the best place you got to go and like film or like be at, and you were like, it was a pretty surreal moment. Like, I'm contracted with, NRL, helping them film. Like, what was your best place to visit or film?
I've had a few. Far out. I've been there like 3 years now, technically. But I've done a lot of stuff, man. In 2017, we were at the Dally M Awards. So I wasn't filming there, but I was like editing and stuff. So I still got to see it all. That was pretty cool. But I think this year I went to Perth as well. I wouldn't say that was the best experience, but it was pretty cool. Like, it was sick going over there, and I was actually filming there as well.
Were you over there for the Origin?
No, the Nines, the Perth
Oh, the
Nines.
Nines.
Oh, really?
My bad.
Yeah, in February.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so all the teams were there and stuff like that, all the young guns. I was just doing, I don't know if you boys look at the NRL Instagram stories. There was like the slow-mo videos and stuff like that during the Nines.
Yeah.
I was doing all those, so that was me.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
really?
mad.
That's sweet,
yeah.
bro.
It's just like a cool new perspective on Instagram stories. Like people wouldn't expect such high quality sort of videos on there. So I thought I'd, change it up a little bit. But that was cool, man, getting the phone out there to do that. Like I'd never dreamed of, traveling for work at 18 or 19. And it happened. So that was pretty cool. But I think the best one was probably last October when I was talking about before, the Junior Kangaroos camp. I was on camp with the Junior Kangaroos boys for a whole week, so
Dude,
it was like
Was that was like when they had that's like the under-20s sort of thing, yeah?
Yeah.
And
It was like
KP, Fafita,
yeah,
all
Ponga
those
was
boys
there.
That's
Victor Radley,
that's
Crichton,
mad.
Fafita. It was a stacked team, man.
damn, bro.
But it
The
was just
rookie
a good week.
Pappenhausen.
Yeah, Pappenhausen was there. But it's just chill. Like it's a chill week. All the boys are cool. Like the lifestyle is just so easy. It's just go training, eat food, like, hang out. It was just a chill week. So it was cool, like building a relationship with the boys and like just talking to some of them and just
so you get to chat with them a fair bit.
Yeah, well, man,
That's
we're on like the team buses and like going for dinners and stuff like that. We had the team room or whatever. Kalen actually asked me to do a video for his page, so I've got a video on Kalen Ponga's page, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's mad because he loves that stuff.
Yeah, it
Wait,
was that Bloke in the Bar one.
Oh, did you do the arousal one?
Yeah,
Is that
the one where
you?
he's like,
Yeah, no,
like
I definitely
icon
saw
and-
that.
Yeah, yeah, that was me. He just asked me one day, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." But that was that week of the camp, so
Oh,
yeah,
no,
that
I've
was
definitely
pretty
seen
cool,
that.
man. Yeah, that was a highlight. That's probably the best thing so far, I reckon. It was just a mad week, just watching the boys that they had never like played together before, but they sort of just like knew what they were doing. Like obviously they're professional rugby league players, but like everyone just sort of clicked so well, and you don't really. I don't know if you expect that from, a bunch of boys that haven't played a whole season together, but it was just freaky, man. Like everyone was they just got along so well. I don't know how else to explain it really, but it was a great week. It was just sick. Yeah, just watching it all.
Hey,
Oh,
and you
that's
would have
mad.
related to them too, because like the same age basically.
Yeah, well, all the young pups. Yeah,
That's
that was me
crazy.
as well. Yeah, so that was probably the best.
All right, we got here. Oh, I've just lost it.
What do you actually? I want to know, like, what do you do outside of NRL? Like anything that interests you? Anything else that people don't know that you like doing?
Not too much, man. Outside of NRL, I guess there's like my Instagram page and stuff like that. But I don't know. I want to do a bit more like with clothing labels and stuff like that. Like obviously you boys have got a clothing label, but just like brands and like even just like filming at weddings or something like that. Just basic stuff. Like I love photography and like I just love film in general. So
Yeah.
that's like my main sort of hobby, which is cool because like my hobby's my job, which makes my work not feel like work. So
That's mad.
yeah, there's nothing really outside of that in particular. Like I love going to the park, like kicking the footy or something like that, which is like every boy loves doing that.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's just nothing really in particular.
You're
Love
living a
playing
good
like
life
PlayStation
anyway,
for
bro, honestly. If I was
Yeah,
doing what you're doing, I
do
wouldn't
it.
do too much else either.
yeah, I reckon. Hey, that's
Well,
mad
it goes
stuff.
alright. It goes alright.
So we're trying to start this thing as we come to the end of each podcast. You may have seen it before. It's like start, cut bench, start, whatever you want to call it. We got a few for you here, and we'll sort of just try and do this with all our guests from now on. But all right, so our first one, start, cut bench. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, Kalen Ponga, James Tedesco.
Oh, far out. That's hard. I'd probably start Roger.
Yep.
Bench Teddy and maybe cut Kalen.
Ooh,
Pretty controversial.
Ouch,
Yeah.
KP.
Damn, bro.
RTS, he's gone. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, freak.
Ed Jackson on last week, he was just frothing about him. Eh?
Yeah, he's got like a cool article about him and like fully goes into his like childhood and like the reason and goes in like the background like why he steps and what he looks for and like it was insane just to watch him.
Yeah, that's mad.
And how his dad like used to train him and like still trains him when he goes back. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, just quickly on him as well. Have you boys seen what his brother's doing on Instagram? The transition challenges and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. How good's that?
Freaky good, man. Like as an editor, you respect the crap out of it.
Yeah.
Someone playing footy and stuff like that, he's killing it. So,
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Another one, I feel like this one might be a bit easier for you. Start, cut, bench, union, rugby league, and touch.
Oh, I'll start rugby league. I'd bench, touch, and then cut union probably.
Ooh.
I don't know if you're cutting the schoolboy comp, if that counts. But are you saying simply or?
I just do it together.
Oh, nah. I'd have to bench union then and cut touch, I reckon.
Yeah, right. Touch is mad, but there's nothing really after you finish school. There's nothing really to play. There's the NRL stuff, but it's not really any money in it. No one really watches
no
it.
comp, man. No.
I've seen a few of your touch highlights on the touch highlights on your page.
Oh, yeah.
Sean Johnson.
They go well, man. Yeah, the Sean Johnson one, that blew up. That's my most liked video ever, I think.
Yeah, really?
2,000 likes or something like that. Yeah.
It's nuts.
It blew up like crazy. So I did him. I did Kalen, I think. He's got touch highlights as well.
I saw one of them, yeah.
Yeah, there was like Wakatani touch.
Yeah, I saw that one just before.
Yeah. So people froth them. The touch videos blow up. That's probably why I said bench touch at first. But there's nothing after it. It's a cool game, but
it is a cool game.
People just get to show off their steps, really.
Yeah, it's all about the highlights and stuff like that. Touch.
Yeah. 100.
Sweet as. Yeah. Well, big thank you for jumping on, man.
Oh, all good.
Seriously.
Love it, boys. It's been good.
Check him out. We'll tag in this. We'll tag Instagram and everything. So it's if you want to do your own.
Yeah, or at Bocko6 on Instagram, Bocko6 on YouTube as well. But I haven't used it as much. But yeah, Bocko6 on Instagram. Check it out.
All right. So it's it's the same on both. Yeah, bro. Thanks for your time. Really appreciate it.
All good. Thank you, boys.
No worries.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
See ya.